Good evening, y'all. Welcome to Israel Television or Israel Vision. Today is going to be a quick word. I've done everything I can to adjust the lighting, close the blinds, and for some reason, I'm just kind of getting a glare right here. So please excuse that. But today's word will kind of incorporate and also explain in some ways why I haven't done a video in about 13 days. And so what I'm going to say today is if you are called, if you know that you are called to do something, you have to fight for it. We're the ones sent to break the generational curses, generational. And that's not light. That's not an easy task. So if you know that you're called to do something, you are going to have to literally fight for it in every way imaginable. This world is not set up for anything righteous. 8 hours sleep, 8 hours work, and then you have 8 hours to shove everything else in, which includes getting back and forth to work, getting ready for work, getting ready for bed. If you have kids, it includes your kids. If you have a husband, it includes your husband. It doesn't leave absolutely any time for energetic or spiritual purposes. Absolutely no time for anything of any proper care for ourselves, in the essence of how everything is. And I know people find time to do these things and find time to do those things. And everybody has different things that they are able to find time to do, but that's because that's their sacrifice. Those are the things that they choose to sacrifice for and find time for. Because the way the world is constructed now, you don't have time for all these things. You really don't. So we are left basically in a construct of a constant draining way of life. So we're already constantly drained. We're already constantly in a state of, I don't have time. So we're rushing, which makes us more drained. And so it doesn't leave any room for anything extra, let alone full change within self or even full self-care. A lot of things lack in people's lives because they don't have the time. I know me personally, a lot of my self-care routines lack because of the time, and because I am doing a lot of spiritual work, a lot of energetic work, and all these things. So something always lacks. I either don't fully fulfill my self-care, or I don't fully fulfill my spiritual work, or I'm not fully fulfilling my my housework. Like there's never enough time to do all of the things the way society is constructed now by those who are hoping that we stay too tired to change it. It's been almost 2 weeks since I've done a video, and I have been not doing anything. I've still been researching, still been going along with my self-healing and things that are necessary for my path, but I haven't been able to get on here and do a video for several different reasons, whether it's been time, energy, emotional well-being, or any of those cases. I have not got on here in 13 days. And I've been going on every day. And that pull has been pulling me like, hey, you need to get back to it. Hey, you're going to have to figure out a way to get back to it. You cannot let it continue to go this way, because you know this is what you're called for. So now that you know it's what you're called for, you have to continually press towards it. And then you can't start and then stop. So it's like I have been fighting this, and it's not that I don't want to do this. This honestly is more enjoyable to me than my 9-to-5 job that I hold. However, in order to pay my bills, I have to continue that 9-to-5 job while also trying to heal emotionally, trying to balance myself within, and still do research to connect the dots while also trying to shine my light for others. Like I had mentioned before in other videos, I don't just do YouTube videos. I do a lot of things in my local community for people, whether it be counsel, whether it be, assistance with their paths, whatever the thing is. So this has been a fight. And so back to what I was saying about, this is all part of the spiritual warfare. It was set up this way for those of us who were righteous, those of us who were sent to assist in the change, in hopes to prevent it from happening. All of these factors are things that essentially would be the thing to where, I can't do a video today. I'm too tired, or I don't have time, or emotionally I'm drained because I've already counseled 3 other people and did assistance with the healing and a this and a this and a this, so, and then on top of that, the 9 to 5 job, we got to remember that part. So it's like, you have to fight past that. This is not going to be given to us. This is a war that we are in. And I know a lot of people think that's so cliche, but truly, it's not against flesh and blood. We fight against principalities and forces of darkness in high places. And I will get the verse and put it in the comments, because that is a verse in the Bible. And I might have misquoted it partially, and I also didn't finish it. But yeah, this is not against flesh and blood. And so therefore, I came on here today to say, firstly, I do apologize that I have not been on here to do a video, you guys. I've been going through a lot of different things. Essentially, all things work together for good to them of the Most High. So it's all still a part of what's needed for us. Collectively, we sometimes need those moments, but we have to push through. We have to sacrifice. Your dreams die in your comfort zone. So it's like, if you already know that you're working a full-time job, if you already know that you're doing all these things, sometimes you might have to get, maybe 6 hours of sleep instead of 7. And I am actually saying this to myself as I'm saying this on the video as a word to you guys. This is something I'm actually saying to myself. But I came on here to do this video because I am myself fighting this right now. I am fighting the matrix. And just because you've been programmed, and just because you're stuck in a program, doesn't make it any easier to get out of it or detach from it. You still have to go along with the rules. You still have to pay rent. You still have to do all of these things. And you could say, oh, well, you could just go live in the wilderness. Okay, yeah, you're right. But I'm not going to get my point across there. Nobody's out there. You guys are here. We're in a technological world. So for the change to happen, we're all going to go in our personal wildernesses. But in order for us to truly make an influence and drive these things home and really walk in our past and our purposes, in order to change what is, we have to make sacrifices. You still have to go with the program because you need money to start certain things. You need money to have a phone. You need money to be able to make a YouTube because you have to pay for the internet service. So it's like you have to have this, but you also know that you need to start this. And that's where the fight comes in. That's where the sacrificing comes in. They say that your dreams die in your comfort zone. And I am still within my healing. I praise the Most High that I am a little bit deeper as far as my emotional healing and my spiritual healing. But physically, I'm still struggling with that part of my healing. And so this is like an across the board thing. Your dreams die in your comfort zone. So whether it's getting your purpose out there, whether it's healing your body, healing your mind, whatever the task is before you, you're going to have to fight for it. It's not going to come easy. And especially for those sent to break the generational curses, because these curses are generational. This just didn't happen overnight. It's not going to be an easy fix. And then on top of that, if you look around you and see the way things are going, it's only getting darker. But don't lose hope, because again, we know that we are here. We know the light is returned back to earth, and we know that it's just about balance and order now. But it is going to get a little worse before it gets better, as we've already talked about. We see it happening before us. And I don't want to keep running on. I know all of my things essentially tie into each other, so it really makes sense. But I feel like I'm kind of just going around in a circle now. I didn't have too many main points drawn up, and I also didn't have a lot of research drawn out, because again, this was just a video to tell you guys, those of you out there who are struggling, those of you out there who know you have a purpose, but you're stuck within a job, taking care of children, don't have the money, whatever the case is, whatever it is that seems like it's stopping you, but it's what you're meant to do, whatever it is, I'm here to say, keep fighting, keep pushing toward it. Even if it's just little steps, even if it's just Okay, so maybe you can't do a video every day. Make sure you schedule a time to do a video twice a week. And there's the other things as far as fighting for it. And I'm getting these as we're going along. So forgive me if it doesn't seem so structured today. That's the other part of fighting for it, is getting your game plan. You know, maybe you need to do a schedule. Maybe you need to set an alarm. Maybe you need to start writing out what you're going to do and at what time. You know, you only have so many hours after you get off of work. So maybe you do need to configure if you can cut your sleep 30 minutes shorter in the evening and wake up 30 minutes earlier in the morning. And that extra hour is, you know, allots you that time to do the video or to write the song or whatever it is. It's about coming up with the strategies needed so you can fight, and also keeping yourself in a good emotional space and doing some, you know, energetic practices to keep your energy at a good level. If we, like I said, just because we know doesn't make it easier to detach, but if we do know, it gives us an advantage. It doesn't make it easier to detach from it, but we have the advantage because we know we're in a program. We know that we've been programmed. We know a lot of the stuff that we're stuck in is not how it was intended and it's not good for us. And we know the construct of the working 8 hours is essentially, you know, enslavement more or less, because even indentured servants after 7 years would get a piece of the land and the company or whatever. But that's, you know, a whole nother video. So we know this. So we have to strategize and fight this war, not with muscle, but with our mind and with all of the little things that we could collectively put together within our own schedules and our own routines that will assist us in pushing toward our goal, whatever that is, whatever your mark is. And remember, the word sin means to miss the mark, and it's an old archery term. So it's very important that we hit these marks that are set before us, that we were sent here to hit and fulfill our purposes, because essentially it's us who were sent here to change this. And so if we don't hit those marks and we don't fight to fulfill these purposes, then it continues, and that can't happen. So I do appreciate you guys. I am up to 37 subscribers now. No, 38 actually. I just got my 38th subscriber today. I cannot find myself in the algorithm when I do my search, and I'm assuming it's because I haven't done a video in 13 days. So hopefully pushing this one back out tonight will put me back in the algorithm, and I am personally going to get my strategy together and get my game plan together so that I could fight my battle a little better, so that I can get these videos out here more consistently for you guys and assist with your guys' battles as well. So with that being said, I hope you guys are doing well, and I hope this video helps you in some type of way. So with that being said, have a good evening. Until next time, and don't forget to shine your lights.